Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you've all had a good weekend so far. And just as we get started, just big thanks to Vector as well for the membership. It just popped up in the chat before I started streaming, so big thanks for joining the membership. Hi Zale, hi Shenton, you alright? So, a little bit different today, so we're going to start out with Monster Hunter World instead. And then we're going to switch over to PSO later on. Mainly doing it as a bit of an experiment just to see if it affects things on the stream. I also want to test for any audio issues. Well, I know that last time we streamed this, we had a few audio problems with it, with the audio skipping and so on. I have changed a lot of things in OBS, so if there's anything that doesn't sound right, just let me know. If anything needs adjusting, just let me know as well, and I can fix things on the fly. Hopefully it sounds okay though. So what I'll do is I'll pop the session ID in chat just in case anyone does want to join in. I can do anything up to the end of Master Rank. And if people need help with anything in higher rank or master rank, I'm more than happy to help as well. Hi, Drac. And like Base Player just posted there, there's a link to the Discord as well. I know the music will have stopped briefly there. It's just while I was posting that in the chat. So yeah, session IDs there is a pin message. So anyone that wants to join, we're on the Steam version of Monster Hunter World. Feel free to drop in. So as people are just filing in, there was a video that went live earlier today, which is the second part of the PSO lore videos. So that focuses on the Principal and Veteran Rico. And also is a bit of a run through for us as well, just to explain what's going on there. We will have another video going live. Well, it'll go live on probably late on Monday night to members, which will be the next in the series of the PSP2 playthrough. That will then go live to non-members on Wednesday. Unfortunately, the next PSP2 episode is another really long one. The game is not really letting me break it up very easily. So it's about an hour long, the next one, just to give you a warning in advance. So we've got a chance on it. Yeah, so I'll give it a couple of minutes just in case anyone else wants to come in. It looks like Drax in as well. Hi, deployable. Also as well, while I think I know I mentioned Vector earlier. Huge congrats to Vector as well for getting a red ring in PSO. So Vector is officially the first member to get a red ring. As far as I'm aware anyway. Although actually, did Godspeed get one? I have a feeling Godspeed got one actually. So maybe second actually. Yeah, so where are you guys up to in the story for Iceborne? Is there any hunts you need help with? I know that Drac is quite near the end of the game, and that terrifies me. Also, again, just let me know if the audio levels are okay. Monster Hunter World is kind of notorious to try and get the volume right on because some of the areas are really quiet and then the combat is really loud, so it's really hard to balance. Only missing the siege monsters. And Alatreon, but you need Safi armor. Yeah, I mean, you could do Alatreon without Safi, but Safi would definitely make it easier. I mean, I'm down to do Safi. We probably won't be able to beat him though. It would probably take quite a few runs to actually get the kill on him because with it being a siege quest, you have to do it over and over again to actually weaken him down. Yeah, it's playable. This part of the map, the music is quite quiet. Can you hear the music at all? See if you can't, I can knock it up slightly. If Silver Wrath unlocked, but needs level garden lands. Other option is 2-piece Velk. Yeah, so you could use Velkhana as well, yeah. You could either use 4-part regular Velkhana or 3-part Frostcraft from the Gamma set, but that would involve doing Ash Tempered Velkhana. So I am happy to do some Safi. I just don't know if I should kill it. But it'll give you guys, well, it'll give Drac in particular interrupt the fight at least. It's a fair bit quieter than me. Yeah, it is really, really hard to balance this. What I'll do is, once we get into a fight, let me know how it's then, and then I can balance it if we need to then. Yeah, Ash Temper Velkhana's MR 100. You want to do Safi? Yeah, we can do that. How are you all getting section IDs next to your name? So that is the member badges. So if you join the channel membership, you'll get a section ID badge next to your name, which will change as you stay a member for longer. So if you do want to join membership, I should probably plug it at least once a stream. There should be, if you're on desktop, there should be a join button underneath the video. You just click that and you should be able to join. I honestly don't know how you do it on mobile. Want me to go full Unga Bunga with a great sword? I'm all for you going full Unga Bunga. Safi deserves everything it gets, so yeah, by all means go Unga Bunga. I will probably play Insect Glaive because it's the weapon I'm most comfortable with, but fair warning, I have not done Safi Jiva in months and months and months, so I will probably be horrible. You can also Unga Bunga Hammer. Yeah, that sounds good. Also, what's the Fala Fam? So Fala Fam is the name of the level 2 membership. So there's 3 tiers for the membership. There's Skylight supporters for the tier 1s, which I believe it's about, I think for UK currency, it's about £2 a month. Then there's Fala Fam, which is the next one up, which I think that's £5 a month. And then there is a top tier one, which is for New World Thunder, which I expect no one to actually go for. That is purely for if you just want to financially support the channel. Hi, Kilniath. Have safeguard just in case. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how this will go really. I've never really done Safi with like one party, but it should give you a decent idea of how the fight works anyway. Have you done the Safi Jiva Recon Drac? Because if you haven't, we might have to do that first. Which is fine, by the way. I've got no problems doing the Recon as well. Oh, cool. Rolling. Alright, this should be fun actually. I haven't done Safi for ages. Let him do his little cutscene just because it lets me talk to chat a little bit. But yeah, this guy is a very, very angry dragon. He does not mess around. Also, he's got one of the best themes in the game. His theme absolutely slaps. You got kicked. What did it actually do, Drac?
Your objective is to slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it.
Is it because you haven't done the recon? Or because if you haven't done the recon, we can do that first. Left the quest. That's really weird. Ah, I have a join request. Alright, let's see this then.
Everyone, get to the hitching post.
Right, let's see if we can get in there. The dragon does look very angry. Ah, there we go. He's back in. I have no idea what happened there. I did not kick you. You can check the stream. I did not kick you. And yes, that is a very dragony dragon. It's probably the most dragony dragon in Monster Hunter, actually. Well, one of them anyway. I'm kind of dreading this because I have not fought Safi for ages. Let's go.
When that thing's exhausted, it'll start absorbing energy. When the energy pool is dried up, it'll retreat to a lower level. Use that chance to follow it down. Chip away at it to break off parts or use your surroundings to damage.
Alright, can't remember what this guy does because I have not done him for months. Oh, the music is so good. I forgot how good his theme is. So basically what we want to do is try and wound it and get it to stagger. So basically, yeah, we want to try and stay on one side of it if we can, just to try and make it stagger the same way. He's not angry, he's cross. Saying you're cross in the UK is worse than being pissed off. You're not wrong. Damn it, I got pinned. So, does the volume sound any better now? I want to try and push him over to this side, really. Maybe he's disappointed. See, that's what we want to do, but we want to get it to go the other way, ideally. The way he staggers depends on which side you hit him from. Also, as Chentan's pointing out, there is a rock you can drop on him here as well. So if we can drag him over this way. And ideally not get melted by the beam, that would be good. Oh, the beam is so scary. Get over here. Or just fire your beam continuously, that works too. He does not want to come over here. I mean, I get why. Yeah, he's not really buying it. Oh, well, back to hitting his legs again. There we go. That's what we want to happen. He does quite a lot of damage as well. Yeah, this is Iceborne. Yeah, this is... So in base game world, you've got what's called a siege monster, which is Kulve Taroth, and this is the Iceborne siege monster. I won't try and spoil too much about what he is because it would kind of spoil the last boss of the world, so... He's also got this other mechanic as well where when he does that animation there, he basically heals all of the wounds that are on him. It doesn't heal his health, but it does take out any other wounds you've done on him, so you have to reapply them, which is a little bit annoying. I will point out I've pretty much got total endgame gear here as well, so if it looks like he's not doing much damage, he actually is. It's just it is reduced quite a bit by the gear I'm using. He could still easily kill me though. He's very close to that unstable part there, actually. If we can get him to stagger over. So once he's on this part here, if you can make him flinch again, he'll fall over. Oof, which and got deleted. He tanked it a bit too hard. Managed to like flinch me out of mid-air there. Ow. That is one very red upset Rappy. If Rappies were like this in PSO, I'd be worried about them. Yeah, so we've got him tangled up in the vines at least. That helps a little bit. Maybe this is actually Red Room Rico. We found her at last. Ah, he's healing his wounds again.
Good job, guys. The energy deposit is almost exhausted. Just a little bit more.
It'll probably take a while for us to actually kill this because you only have 20 minutes, and the way we would normally do this is to do multiple runs. And you basically, because it's a siege monster, you essentially weaken it down every time you fight it, and it'll get easier and easier every time, theoretically. But the further into the map it gets, the more aggressive it gets as well. I want to dodge that. Normally you would run it with about 16 people, yeah, so you'd have usually a few parties of 4. Yeah, killing you. There was a siege in Ephinea Night as well. I can't remember the name of that crap now. I know which one you mean. Is it Shengaren or something like that? Dude has too much defense, man. Yeah, this is the most chill phase of this boss, so moveset of the glaive is very cool. I love insect glaive. It's my favorite weapon by far in Monster Hunter. I like how you can choose how you want to play it as well, so you can play aerial or grounded. I tend to prefer playing grounded insect glaive personally, mainly because I feel like aerial's a bit terrible in world. But you can play aerial if you want to as well. And yes, this is grounded glaive. I could play a lot more helicopter if I want. So helicopter would be... So I can do stuff like this if I want to play helicopter mode. Unfortunately, all playing helicopter really does is just wreck your sharpness. But yeah, this is him pretty much chilled out. He gets a lot more aggressive and a lot more moves later on. You have to sharpen your weapons. Oh, yes. Yeah, so basically the more you attack, you might be able to see it under my my health and stamina gauge. There's a little like white sword, and that is my sharpness gauge. So the more I attack, basically the more I attack, the duller my weapon gets. And after a certain point, it'll get to a point where I won't be able to actually hurt the monster because I'll bounce off.
You did it!
Sharpness is the new mag feed, yeah, pretty much. Ah, nice one, knocking him down. I think that's a phase change.
The target's beginning to move.
Yeah, so he's going to his next area now.
Everyone, on the wing drakes.
To let weapons stay sharp longer. It depends a lot on the weapon, so sometimes you got weapons that won't have as much sharpness, but they might have really high raw attack power, or you might get ones that have lower attack power but have really high sharpness. With this glaive, this is the absolute endgame glaive. This is the best glaive in the game. So this has really, really high sharpness, so purple sharpness is the highest you can get in the game.
Hey crew, we need to break more parts off.
Hi,
this thing.
Sketchy. What about if you use a blunt weapon like a hammer? Yeah, the really odd thing about Monster Hunter is it's a bit of a meme, but you have to sharpen your hammer. It makes no sense, but you have to sharpen your hammer.
Protruding out of the ground. We might be able to use them.
There is a difference though, so there are also cutting weapons and blunt weapons. So blunt weapons like hammers, they can knock out enemies, but they can't sever parts off them. Whereas my glaive, for example, can potentially sever parts off the monster, like things like tails. Although trying to sever this guy's tail is next to impossible on my own. There's a joke in there somewhere. So right on cue, the hammer bros have knocked him out.
It's after you. Watch out.
Oh, that's not good. This is the terrifying thing with this fight. So he has an enmity mechanic. So he will, at one point, he will single out a single player and focus on them entirely. So he will only try killing me at the minute. And the really crazy thing, you might not be able to hear it too well, but basically when you're targeted, the music gets this subtle change in it with this, and you actually hear a heartbeat. Now, whether that's meant to be your hunter's heartbeat or the boss's heartbeat, I don't know, but it's terrifying when you first hear it. So thankfully, he seems to have changed target to, I think he's on a Shenton now. Can't cut a tail with a hammer. Yeah, so with hammer, basically, you tend to just focus on the head. You'd love to see some Monster Hunter videos on the channel. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's something that people will be interested in. I mean, I know that there has been some interest in me playing it on stream. I mean, would that be something that you guys would be interested in me doing some Monster Hunter videos potentially? I certainly don't mind doing them. But I also don't want to do videos that no one's interested in. One of the greatest things about this game is when you get the mounting comments. So when someone mounts the monster, the comments that you see from the other players, like the auto words. Like, oh, someone, at least buy him a coffee first. So we're not going to kill him in this run, but we are actually doing reasonable work on him and breaking quite a few parts. Trying to hit his head, but his head can be really awkward to hit sometimes because he moves it so much. know very, very little about Monster Hunter, but it's very entertaining to watch. I mean, I love it. Not as much as PSO. PSO will always be my favourite game, but I absolutely love Monster Hunter now. Simple man, you see dragons, you watch dragons. It's basically the same thing. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, so when he does this, you want to get behind one of these. Because this instant kills you. You don't want to get hit by that. Yeah, so that attack is just a straight up instant kill. The only way to defend it is to hide behind one of those little pillars. Looks like it might sting. Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good considering we've only got 3 people and it's like the beginning of the phase. And that is the beautiful thing about Insect Glaive. Being able to vault in the air is just amazing sometimes because you can do it to like, vault over beams. Dragon ultimate ability send nudes. Hopefully it doesn't send nudes. I flinched him a little bit there. Oh, that's not good again. Yeah, I'm just gonna like, run over here so you don't hit me. It's not technically wearing claws. I mean, you got a point, yeah.
Let Safijiva escape. Keep on the offensive.
Yeah, so you might not be able to tell, but yeah, the music has changed quite a bit. So there's like a heartbeat noise and it sounds like way scarier. I managed to mount him again. GG. Have I played Grand Blue Phantasy Relink? I've seen some videos on it, but it's something I've never really got into. I've never played any of the Grand Blue games before. Is Relink the one that's like an RPG? So I know there's a few different Grand Blue games. I know there's a fighting game one as well. Oh, that's not going to be good. Well, fingers crossed I'm in the right place. I have to say, the spectacle on that attack is definitely one of the best in Monster Hunter. It just looks so strong. We're actually doing really well for the first run. Yeah, so he's retreated, but I think we managed to get the first 2 areas done. We still get some parts from him as well, which is good. Got Grand Blue Relink, and it's very close to this in terms of gameplay and style, just more anime. I might have to check that out.
Good to see you.
It's been a minute since you played World. Oh, no worries. Oh, hi, dude. Yeah, so you basically just keep doing that over and over again, and eventually you get to a point where he has very little energy left, and then you can just take it down to the last level and then actually kill him off. You're a bit confused on the controls at the start. Yeah, not the best fight to start with if you can't remember the controls. Did remarkably well considering. Oh, nice. We have a hunting horn. I'm just debating whether I switch from insect glaive. I do really like insect glaive, but I'm feeling like a bit of lance. What's stuff he actually weak to anyway? He's weak to everything the same. He doesn't like dragon though, that's good. Do you play it on controller or mouse and keyboard? I play this on controller. I know plenty of people do play it on mouse and keyboard though, so I think it is totally playable that way. I just personally prefer to play it on controller. Right, let's bring out the poke stick. Yeah, I forgot about that with this Nova. Yeah, if you've got the vibration on your controller will stop vibrating if you're in a safe spot. Get a friend who beat Fatty on mouse and keyboard. Yeah, I think mouse and keyboard's totally doable, honestly. I think particularly as well if you're playing something like the bow guns, I think the bow guns would probably translate to mouse and keyboard better. So, did you guys want to do another Safi run? Mouse and keyboard controls are surprisingly intuitive and fun. Takes advantage of a 5-button mouse and scroll wheel for aims, feels natural. Yeah, I can imagine that feeling really good, honestly. After streaming shared a gameplay video of Gotcha Force. I need to look at that because I know you mentioned it a few times and I've honestly never heard of like it. Might as well try for 1 kill. Yeah, sounds good. It might take us a few runs because I know typically we'd have a full lobby doing it. But I'm totally fine doing that. See if anyone gets kicked this time. All for killing Safi. Nice one. So what weapon is the closest to a ranger from PSO? As you know, I prefer to chuck insults from afar. If you want to chuck insults from afar, you have 3 options in Monster Hunter. So you've got the bow. But if you want to go with a more ranger-like weapon, probably either a light bowgun or a heavy bowgun. Depends if you want a gun that's got some mobility, or if you want a gun that's just a huge gun. What I might do is, maybe after this run, I might switch to a bowgun so you can see it. Heavy bowgun sounds like a big chungus girth rifle, that's my start. Heavy bowgun is kind of busted. It's really, really strong. No worries. Yeah, to be honest, it's been a while since I've done it as well. De-rusting. I think Inferno Bazooka. Yeah, I mean, heavy bowgun. I mean, the way the bowguns work is there's several different types of ammo for them, which makes them shoot differently. So you've got things like spread ammo, which will fire in like very short range bursts, but does a ton of hits in one shot. I've got pierce ammo that will like travel along the length of a monster and so on. You've got slicing ammo that will try and cut parts off.
Objective is to slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it.
Right, I think everyone made it in this time. I have no idea why Drac got kicked the first time. A very pretty looking game. Honestly, it looks amazing. I mean, I think a lot of that is down to I'm running a high-res texture pack, which is a Capcom pack. It's not a deal, not a mod or anything. But yeah, it's basically a high-res texture pack. but it's still, considering it released in 2018, it still looks incredible. Also, I mean, the Monster Hunter fans in chat probably already know, but Capcom recently dropped another trailer for the next Monster Hunter as well, so yeah, if we can, if people are interested in Monster Hunter content, I am all for doing that because I will be playing the hell out of Monster Hunter Wilds.
Retreat to a lower level. Use that chance to follow it down. Chip away at it.
Not surprised with my Giga Chad PC. It is ridiculously overpowered for PSO, but for this I kind of justify it. Right, time to poke the hell out of this thing. I absolutely love Lance as well. Lance is one of those weapons where I think a lot of people, when they see it originally, think it has no mobility whatsoever. Why would anyone play it? But if you actually know how to play it properly, which it's arguable whether I do, it's just an absolute tank. And the mobility is actually pretty decent. Lance is the first monster I've ever used. I think it was one of my first ones as well. I think I dropped it very quickly because I thought it has no mobility, like a lot of people do. Yeah, basically with Lance, you just aggressively poke things over and over again. Oof. Rip. People like to go with the weave sword. Yeah, longsword is like the weapon most people will gravitate towards initially. And it has a terrible reputation probably because of that. How dare you interrupt me while I'm trying to heal? Yeah, Lance players have a terrible reputation in Monster Hunter for just tripping people up all the time. See, mate, not with any other weapons could you just tank that beam. I mean, there is a skill to doing it, like you have to counter at the right times and so on, but the only problem with this guy with Lance is he's such a big monster, it takes you ages to get round him. Nice. I have a feeling he's going to heal that wound straight away, but I've done it. Yeah, I want to shield that. He's moving when I'm trying to poke him in the face. Lance shield is the only one that blocks 100%. I think Lance and potentially, I'm not 100% sure on this, but maybe Charge Blade if it's got a charge shield. Gun Lance is pretty good as well, but I think Lance is a little bit better for shield.
Everyone, on the wing drapes, head towards the opening.
But yeah, I'm not skilled enough to play Charge Blade. I have no idea how to play that weapon. I've also said there are 2 weapons in this game I cannot play, and it's Charge Blade and Hunting Horn. I have total respect for anyone who knows how to play those weapons, because I have no idea. I'm honestly not sure about the charge shield. Maybe someone who actually knows how to play Charge Blade can let you know, but
We might be able to use them as cover.
somehow I managed to wound that twice. I don't know how that worked with one attack, but alright. I kind of want it to target me with Lance, because I can probably tank a lot of the stuff it can throw at me. It just kind of feel like a badass though when you just block something like that. It's just like, nope. That hurt quite a lot. The Draken still got hit at the minute. Alright, just random mount from one lance hit. Every time the burn status hits, I'm on fire. Burn's not too bad because I do have some health regen on my weapon when I hit the enemy, but it does add up over time though. I have a feeling he's going to go for his nuke in a minute. Alright, there is a couple of rocks nearby, so I might be okay. Obviously, the little trip that he does is one of the most annoying things. Yeah, I'll just tank that. The worst thing is when he goes to do his nuke, when he takes off, the gust from his wings when he takes off actually flinches you. So sometimes you actually get screwed over because he'll flinch you. He's going for it. Yeah, I'm good. Gonna make it. I was very close for a Chentan. Not even close. If you say so, it looked close to me. It's like the strongest gas hub starting up. Yeah, so the hiding behind things, they use it in a couple of fights in World. Curiously, actually, I know you mentioned FF14. So there is, you might have seen it, but there is an FF14 collab in Monster Hunter World where you fight Behemoth. And that uses a tactic in that way. You have to hide behind some comets to dodge. There's an attack you just called Ecliptic Meteor. And you need to hide behind rocks to avoid that or it just kills you.
It's after one of our teammates.
I think he's got next stage.
Sakuchiba is heading for the lowest reaches of the area.
You've also got a Rathalos mount, which you think's a Monster Hunter Dragon. Yeah, so Rathalos is like the OG flagship monster of Monster Hunter.
Head through the opening in the floor by using the wing drakes. Hurry!
So the good news is we've got him to his last area. The bad news is he's now in his last area.
Concentrate on breaking off its
Because now he actually does get angry. If you thought he was slightly annoyed before, it's a whole new ball game now.
finally at the lowest level. Now that thing has nowhere to run.
Yeah, so now Safi gets very, very scary.
Out so it runs out of energy.
You can use those weather drops for something.
So we need to try and get him towards, there's these little gas pools that are around the area. And if we can push him into one of them, they'll explode. And across to most put out. Yeah, he's definitely most put out. The only thing I don't like about this phase is there is an RNG element to it. So you'll keep doing that nuke, but the rocks that he summons in this phase, they fall from the ceiling and they can break. They break after he does the attack, and occasionally he'll just do the nuke again, and you're like, well, there's nothing to defend me from it, I guess I'll just die. Third phase music is probably my favourite track in Monster Hunter World. It's really, really good. I think my favourite theme in World is probably... Oh, it's hard. I really love Basil Geese's theme, but I think maybe Alatreon's theme as well. I love that. Yeah, so he's now in what's called like super critical state, so he takes way more damage, but he's also incredibly angry, as you can probably tell. He also does the nuke way faster now, so if you're not in position, you're just screwed.
Look out at the outer circle. I think you can use that gas to attack it.
He'll manage to detonate the outer part at least, so that's a nice bit of damage to him. You like Rajang's theme? Yeah, Rajang's theme is incredibly jazzy.
Maybe you can use them somehow.
Trying to get under his chest so I can try and break that, but it's really, really hard. It's easy when he goes super critical because his chest gets quite weak then. It's actually toughened up a bit now, so it's probably not worth going for now. You're really doing it again already. Okay, that's kind of scary. I don't even know if I'm positioned right here, but fingers crossed.
It's after you. Watch out.
I'll take that.
Right.
Yeah, focus on me. At least I can tank a little bit.
Be careful. There's a ton of energy here. See if you can point it.
So thankfully he has done the attack where he drops rocks. That's quite good. He starts doing so much damage now. You know it's bad when falling bold is the positive. Yeah, the positive is it gives us a shield to defend against the nuke. The downside is it's falling boulders. Oh, that's not good. He does it quite often now. Yeah, he's just taking no damage there. Actually, it's kind of similar to the dragon from Shrek. I think we've got a lot of the part breaks. I know we need the rear leg breaks, I think, but they're really awkward to get because his rear leg's basically taking no damage. You recognise the monster names from Pokemon Stadium Let's Play because they named the team after them. I think we're doing pretty well, honestly.
Can't let Sakujima escape. Keep on the offensive.
Not the time for my stamina to run out there. Mate, come on, and that just feels, it makes you feel like an absolute badass tank in that. We've got another hind leg break. That's really good. Yeah, all those monsters that you mentioned, base player, yeah, they are all monsters, definitely. Fingers crossed I can get to that rock in time. The downside is when he comes out of super critical state, he basically loses the massive weakness that he has. Yeah, so escaped that time, but we did pretty well there, honestly. It's basically the way that this siege works, so you just keep running it, and then every time you run it, you break more parts, you weaken the amount of energy it can absorb, so it gets a little bit easier each time. Base player straight up ruining childhoods. Next one might be the kill. Yeah, I think it's either going to be the next one or the one after. I think we are close to getting it. Right, what I will do then this time for deployable, I'll use a bowgun this time. I'm just trying what I should go with, light bowgun or heavy bowgun. I might try heavy and just try and spread his face. Channel your inner rare mark. And don't forget to hit the wrong button when chaining. Oh, obviously, yeah. Oh, you managed to poison him. Yeah, I think you can poison Safi. Yeah, it does quite a bit of damage to him as well. He'll just be quiet and moderate.
I know you've been working hard out there.
Heavy bowgun looks cooler. Yeah, I mean, why would you use a light bowgun, use a little gun when you can use a big gun? The answer is if you want any sort of mobility, but by that he means he's banning us all. What's the hit percent on the LK-38? No idea. It depends if I actually point it at the monster. Yeah, heavy bowgun does have the shield, so that does help a lot for the mobility. So you can actually guard, which does help a lot. If only it worked that way in PSO, yeah, just point it at the monster and it'll hit. There's a bow with a shield. No, a bow doesn't have a shield, unfortunately. To be fair, though, bow has so much iframes with its dashes and dodges that it's kind of hard to hit anywhere. The downside with bow is that if you do get hit, you're pretty much dead. Not managing to hit Safi with a bowgun is difficult. Yeah, I mean, if you're missing Safi, there's probably something wrong with your aim. The shield I mentioned, so the heavy bowgun has a shield mounted. Well, you can mount a shield to it. Basically, the way it works is if you stand still and don't input a direction, it'll count as your shielding.
Your objective is to slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it.
Proceed with caution.
I do like how they say your objective is to slay the beast. Well, what else are we here for? We're not here to make friends with it. Or are we?
Everyone, get to the hitching post.
No horny in chat, please.
Thing's exhausted, it'll start absorbing energy. When the energy pool is dried up, it'll retreat to a lower level. Use that chance to follow it down. Chip away at
Yeah,
it.
so heavy bowgun has either a sniper shot or a Gatling gun as well. This one has the Gatling gun. I love that mount attack, it looks so good. his head's not very weak, actually. I might just focus on his front legs then. Okay, maybe nothing's really weak to Bowgun on Safi. I think it might be his... I think it's his wings that take damage, potentially. But I'll help them out with whatever they're trying to break. I wonder if I can knock him out, actually. Are you shooting a dragon with a dragon? Yeah, so this Bowgun is from this guy, so it looks like a dragon. I'm gonna channel my inner hammer bro and see if I can knock him out. There we go. It is really, really satisfying when you knock them out. Downside is we do take a lot of damage from physical attacks when we play Bowgun. I also have no range whatsoever with a spread Bowgun. So we've got him to his next phase a lot quicker. So you can see the phases are getting a little bit quicker now. And that's basically because the way this quest works is he can't absorb as much energy from the environment, so he can't heal as much.
Everyone, on the wing drakes, head towards the opening.
All right, solid work. Keep it up, everyone.
It'll get quite scary in the last phase though, because I'm not as confident with heavy Bowgun for the final phase.
Hey, check out those crabs protruding out of the ground. We might be able to use them as cover.
I just saw a Chentan essentially Beyblade down the length of the entire dragon. Oh, may as well wound the other arm while I'm here. Boss has HP generator equipped. Or does it have dragon HP? It's slowly helping the community to eventually take on Alatran and Fatalis. It was just that people wanted to do Savage Eva. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not really great at Alatran or Fatalis either, so I wouldn't really be helping them out. I'd probably be hindering them, honestly. At least the dragon pun was worse than the helicopter pun. Dragon HP made me laugh way more than it should. Yes, that's how the shield works on heavy Bowgun. I was quite glad for it there. I should probably look where the nearest crags are, just for when he does his nuke. There's one right here, that's fine. Considering he's got broken limbs, he's still able to use them well enough. Same for every monster in Monster Hunter, to be honest. I'm just going to go over here because I have a feeling he's going to go for his nuke shortly. Almost like I knew. He needs a backing up beeper when you use the shield. That's why they did a Metal Gear crossover with all these broken limbs perfectly fine. I think he got behind my shield there. I might just break his tail just so I can do some damage to him when I'm behind him. Little blue stream, he's trying. Oh, final phase.
Juba is heading for the lowest reaches of the area. This is it. The final showdown. Yeah! Head through the opening in the floor by using the wing drakes. Hurry! All right, good stuff. Keep pushing through just like that.
Just a reminder as well, there is a pinned message at the top of the chat, so if anyone's got Monster Hunter on stream, feel free to jump in. There's no guarantee you'll get in the same actual party as me, but there is up to 16 slots in the lobby, so by all means jump in if you want to play.
Gotta try and wear it out so it runs out of energy.
Use those weathered rocks for something.
Yeah, he did not appreciate that at all. Let's try that again. I'll hop in to say hi then. I have no idea how I got away with that. I have no range whatsoever with this gun. I love how crunchy it sounds when you shoot him at close range with this. Monster Hunter 2 had your spirit monster in it. That's viable. Congalala. Congalala is amazing.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, I'd imagine if you find pretty much any video of Congalala, you probably get the gist of it. I'll just say it has a very unique way of attacking you. That's not good. Oof. Yeah, I mistimed that. I was really not in the right place. I feel that shouldn't really knock you off if you're on his head.
Maybe you can use them somehow.
Let me shoot you in the face. There we go. Is it possible to unsee images? He does not want me to shoot him in the face. But yeah, Kongolala's main way of attacking you is by farting. It's really going for the nuke often now. The worst thing is the sheath in time on heavy bowgun's really long, so it takes me longer to get to the crags now.
It's after you.
If he's after me, I'm going to try to shoot him in the face to try and knock him out. Actually, Drax mounted him, so I'll wait. I'll wait until he gets back up and then try knocking him out again, I think. Ow. Yeah, the crags can shield me from attacks. You mean the crag that just fell on my head? His head's quite weak now, actually. He's taking quite a lot of damage. Yeah, he's really going ham with the nukes now. The really cool thing about that nuke as well is that the music kind of fades out when he hits the nuke. He keeps doing the attack where he like recovers the wound, which is really annoying. Yeah, that pin attack he does there is terrifying. He basically picks you up, flings you out of his mouth, and then just beams you. And you can't do anything about it, and you just have to hope your team heal you. It's really awkward keeping on his head, really, because he moves around so much. Honestly, spread bowgun's probably not the best option for this guy. Oh, someone severed his tail. He's healing up again.
We did it!
Can I ask a PSO BB question? You can ask a PSO question anytime. I'm always happy to answer PSO BB questions. Can I get to that in time? Yeah, just about. Yeah, just stay there for the rest of the fight, that's good. Got hit so many times. It only keeps like moving away from me very slightly when I get into like super critical range. Yeah, so escape that time. So I think we are getting very close. We got the tail severed that time. We got the head partially broken. Firstly, what is hit? Just hit, matter, and force weapons. If you have a saber with 50 beats and 50 hit, what does that mean? So hit, the easiest way to describe it is hit basically gives you extra accuracy on your weapon. So if you had, say, a 50 hit weapon, that will give you 50 ATA more with that weapon. So you'll hit more often with it, basically. Does it matter on force weapons? Only if you're going to melee with them. So if it's something like a rod that you're never going to melee with, it really doesn't matter to have hit. And if you had a saber with 50 beast and 50 hit, it would basically mean it would do more damage against altered beast monsters, and it would have 50 more accuracy against anything. So yeah, basically you want to be trying to get hit on melee weapons mainly, and range weapons as well. But for force weapons it really doesn't matter. I feel that was more self-evident than you thought. You never know with PSO. Some things that seem really obvious are not, and vice versa. So, I mean, normally we'd switch over to PSO in a few minutes. Did you want to do one more Safi before we switch to PSO? It will probably cut into the PSO time a little bit, but did you guys want to do one more? You just learned about devils on PSO, Vector gifted you a Monkey King bar, and now you feel like you should rename your character Wukong. Up to you, it's only you that needs armor. Don't mind waiting for next time. Fair enough. Yeah, should we switch over to PSO then? We can always, next stream we can always pick up and we can finish off Safi then. I think I'm sure next week the Safi Siege will still be on. We might have to potentially start from scratch again, but I really don't mind doing it again next week. We can always run it off stream as well. Do the monster type percentages affect the damage of spells when equipped on a force? No, they don't. No. So the only thing that affects your technique damage is your mental strength and the resistance of the enemies as well. So enemies will all have elemental resistances. That's the only thing that will affect tech damage. Kind of salty we didn't finish it up in this one. It was so close. Came really, really close, honestly. I think considering most of us haven't played Monster Hunter much or haven't played it in months and months, we did really well, honestly. It still does take a few runs. And for us to do it with only a few people in the lobby as well, that was really, really good. So weapon percentages are only relevant for Ranger and Hunter. For the most part, yeah. The only time you'd really use it on a force is if you are using a melee weapon. So if you're playing either a 4-mar or a 4-mal, you might use some melee weapons, potentially. In that case, then obviously the percentages will help. You may also use something like a Bringer's Rifle as well. And on Blue Burst, you can add hit to Bringer's Rifle, so that could help as well. Yeah, he moves his head all the time, so it's really hard to hit it sometimes. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll quickly get a drink. We'll switch over to PSO, and we'll just do some runs in PSO to round out the stream. So thanks to everyone who joined for the Monster Hunter section. We will probably keep doing this every so often. Yeah, we'll be back in a couple of minutes, and then we'll play some PSO. So hopefully see you guys in a couple of minutes. Hi guys, welcome back. And the lobby 13 music is skipping again like usual, so I don't know what it is with this lobby, it just seems cursed. And now it's okay. Again, just let me know if there's any issues with the audio or anything, because I have had to basically redo all of my audio in OBS. I think I figured out what was causing the weird audio bugs on the last few streams, but it involved me having to completely reset a load of my audio settings. Lobby 13 cursed, who'd have thought? Slugging your way through main story duty roulette on FF14 while watching. I love that. Not Kirik. Hello, not Kirik. Does seem a bit of a Hugh cast thing going on here. I clearly missed the memo on that. I'm not Kirik. I mean, he's committed to the act. I mean, you can't fault him for that. Kirik, never heard of him. Yeah, so what is the actual RBR for this week anyway? I have no idea. And yeah, to play, but I really need to pick up FF14 a little bit. I renewed my subscription on it and then spent about half an hour in it and then haven't touched it again since, so I really need to try that again. Scarlet Realm 2, Penumbral Surge 4, War of Limits 3. I have no idea what Scarlet Realm is. Penumbral Surge, I think, is Central Control, and War of Limits 3 is probably Desert, I'm guessing. Does he have a comedy moustache? Yeah, Hugh cast with a little fake moustache. Scarlet's Caves. What a shame Rare Enemy Week's ended. War of Limits 3 is Sub-Desert, okay. Again. It's the only other game you can consider making content for outside of Phantasy Star. Yeah, I think like your FF14 is probably my Monster Hunter, I guess. Scarlet is long. I think, aren't the Scarlet ones, are they the really weird ones that have like 2 areas in them, or is it just a long quest? PS4 possible SGS and Heaven Punisher for Skyline. I mean, it's rare drop week, you know, why don't we just go and find an SGS? How hard can it be? Should I just host a episode 2 game and we do Penumbral Surge 4? For absolute SGS Copium runs and Heaven Punisher as well. You can always TTF for V101. Yeah, that's another option actually, isn't it? Tell you what, let's start with the Penumbral Surge 4, and then after that we can finish up with the TTF if it's time. So I will make an episode 2 game. And the password, as always, will be stream. I realize we're all hunters. What did you miss? Had a bit of an emergency, so had to leave for a while. First of all, hope the emergency was nothing too bad. Hope everything's okay. You just missed us. We just did some Safi for runs in Monster Hunter, so we've just started PSO now. Well, it is the Hunters Guild. Yeah, you've got a point. Yeah, hope everything's okay, Drew. I don't want to say, but you know, it's Skylight, there's red drop boost. Yeah, we've got to get an SGS or a Heaven Punisher. Kind of has to happen on stream at some point. Why not today? Views have doubled since I started playing PSO. It's always the case. So basically, the reason I started with Monster Hunter this time was because I wanted to see if it was a thing with people. Basically, if anyone doesn't know, whenever I started playing Monster Hunter, views would drop from PSO, and I didn't know if that was just because it was later in the stream, people were just getting a bit fatigued, or if it was that people were just more interested in PSO. So it is looking like people are just more interested in PSO, which is fine. But yeah, I'm going to keep playing Monster Hunter. Mum just had surgery a couple of days ago and got a little lightheaded, nothing to worry about. I hope she's doing okay. Don't PSO purists. So are we really going to run this with just 4 hunters? I mean, I'm all for it. So there's one more space. SGS dropped today. I mean, it has to. Why not? Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably just obviously people know the channel more from the PSO stuff that I do, so it's kind of natural that people are going to stick around for the PSO stream, I guess. But yeah, just let me know either in chat or on Discord if you are interested in seeing more Monster Hunter stuff, because I am more than fine doing it. Thousand subs challenge. Fragment of a memory. Oof. Keep the roll going. I mean, you know, we got a member of the community who found Red Ring, so, you know. Has to be SGS next. This has to be the stream. Yeah, I think I posted it in one of the community posts, but obviously we are getting a bit close to 2,000 subs now, which thank you, by the way. That I much appreciate all the subs. But I have posted that I am, for 1,000 subs, I'm going to do a full playthrough of Phantasy Star Zero. Now, I don't know yet if that'll be on stream, you know, over the course of a few streams, or if it'll be videos. I'm not sure yet. And I'm not sure when it'll actually be, because we are doing the PSP2 playthrough at the minute as well. But I definitely want to experience Zero for the first time as someone who's never played it. So we're going to do that for 1,000 subs. How would you use the emotes? You mean like the character emotes like this? So those generally keyboard shortcuts, so it's usually Alt and then a letter. Or a number. PSO later works great for me. I was cleaning. It's like we knew. We did this for you, Minsk. So it was Penumbral Surge 4. So from what I've read about this quest, I've heard that you basically do laps of CCA and it differs every time. You would think after playing this game for thousands of hours, I would know that the CCA portal is this way. Why are you here? Okay, so I'm guessing that we go through the first area and then we use this to change the location, maybe? So first lap, yeah, so it's split into laps by the looks of things. And if this looks really sort of dull on stream, that's how it is in game as well. There's this horrible kind of murky fog. I did say there was something in the quest board, special glasses. Okay, so using the glasses gets rid of the fog, I guess. So we just got the normal CCA fog now. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so for anyone on the team, in your quest board, there's a pair of glasses, and if you put them on, it'll get rid of the extra fog. Why are you here? That poor NPC's just doing their job. Yeah, it's Alicia, yeah. For anyone watching, do you want the fog on or off? Because I can turn it off if it's a bit awkward to see. Doing restless line, you get confused after loading the quest. Normally you head right out of the Hunter's Guild to go to the TP. Keep the mustard filter off. The mustard filter. Yeah, that is awful actually, isn't it? That looks terrible. Looks like Snoop Dogg's living room. Yeah, I think I'll turn that off because that is disgusting. There we go. That is much better. I love the comment, looks like Snoop Dogg's living room. I kind of don't get why they do extra fog in CCA when there's already fog. I know the whole thing about this quest is it's meant to be during an eclipse, but the fog already makes it somewhat awkward to see. I heard a rare drop. Where is it? Photon drop, boys. Basically guaranteed SGS at this point, you know. We can only go up from a photon drop. That was maybe a bit premature. Oh, here we go. SGS time. I've only gone and ruined it, Sky. Yeah, it's ramping up. Yeah, I've gone from photon drop to whatever it was that Drac found, which I'm going to assume is probably a stag cutlery. See, the rares are dropping. The only annoying thing about streaming PSO with this layout I've got on stream is I appreciate that the chat is basically where all the rare drop notifications are. I really don't know where else to put the chat though. Unfortunately with PSO, there's kind of things all over the screen. And I heard that rare was a Dragon Slayer, which, you know, we are in a Skyline game, so of course it was a Dragon Slayer. With the Chentan's limiter luck yesterday, the gods must be on our side. Yeah, so on deployable stream yesterday, Chentan got a limiter from Condrew. So if we can feed off that luck, then maybe. Don't wish yourself luck, that's a terrible faux pas. Call the limiter drop. Yeah, so it was later in the stream. We did the cursed first run where the boss glitched. And then the second run we got Condrew and it dropped a limiter for Chentan. We just need the quest to bug. That was awful the first run though, when the boss bugged. Remar got anti-level 4 yesterday. Being able to queue confused without a soul atomizer is life-changing. Yeah, that first run was awful that you were basically just running around. We couldn't see anything happening. The rocks that the boss breaks out of didn't disappear for us, so that was blocking half the map for us, preventing us from going anywhere. And all I could do was run around and just spam rest it. Now you can clean your desk and watch the stream. Yeah, I just wanted to experiment and just see if the sort of the viewership was any different if I put PSO as a second game. Which I'll find out after stream. Yes, I'm guessing that each time I come through here, there's going to be one of these opening up. Just wanted to greet everyone. Started playing PSO yesterday and was amazed by all the content and the great community, even though the game is so old already. Yeah, I basically started it because so I play PSO 2 NGS, and it kind of started with there was I think where a lot of people were complaining about the rare drops in NGS, about them being too hard to get. So I thought, right, people need to know about the PSO drop rates. And I realized that a lot of people who play NGS probably have never touched PSO. So I just started to do some more PSO content, and it's just kind of taken off from there. Yeah, welcome in, Eldrain. I'm nice to see you. And thanks for the comments as well. You know, hearing that like the videos are helping people out, it's a massive help, really. It just lets me know they're not a complete waste of time. I got totally screwed there out of that healing ring. It teleported me before I could use it. This is a really interesting quest, actually, the fact that you do laps. Initially planned not to show up today, but since you've got extra cleaning done, you feel it can justify it. Would you be more likely to find anti-level 5 in very hard over hard? Yeah. So, essentially, the harder the areas are, the higher level tech discs you'll find. And then when you get right up to level 30 discs only drop in certain areas. Apart from some of the support techs, they can drop quite a few different areas in Ultimate, but the attack techs are like ridiculously hard drops in certain areas. Level 30 attack techs being one of the rarest things in the entire game. Seems there's something to where they say do your chores before pleasure. Yeah, I mean, that's what I always used to do when I was back in university. If I had work, I would try and sort of do a bit of work first before playing anything. Then you kind of feel like you've earned it. As I said though before, PSO kind of screwed me over because I ended up playing it too much and not doing work. It is nice having a force on the team as a hunter, so I can just completely disengage my brain and just shoot things and hit stuff. Someone got mega level 30 earlier. Yeah, you see banners for it now and again. It is a really, really hard drop though. Discipline, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can see here, best player, so here there's like a Rabata level 22 disc. That's actually quite a low level drop for this area. But because we're doing Ultimate, the drops are just higher in total. Yeah, SGS is from Gigu. And Heaven Punisher is from the Sinnospiggles. They're both impossible. I kind of love with the Sinnoh Barrels and Sinnospiggles when they spawn in the air, and they just kind of spawn T-posed in the air. I know they're meant to be like grabbing the ceiling, but it just looks like the T-posing. Two client designs before I jumped on the stream. Trying to manage life and making content is an interesting mix. It's quite tough sometimes, yeah. And for me, I mean, a lot of my chat probably know this already, but I work well, I do an 8 till 4 job during the week. So it doesn't leave me much time on a night to actually work on the channel at all. So a lot of my work on the channel is done on the weekend. So my weekends are almost entirely devoted to the channel. So Saturdays I record usually my video for the next day. And then on Sunday I'll record my video for the midweek. And then stream on the Sunday night. And then before I know it, I'm back to work again. So we got it's a stag cutlery. I will pick that up for team points at least. Again, it's ramping up. Gas receipts from 2022, don't need those. You sound like me. Whenever I sort things out in here, I tend to find things that are years old that I'm no use for whatsoever. I do sort of hoard things unnecessarily. Oof. In the fog, the Sinnohs look very cartoonish. It's mainly just when they spawn in midair and they just spawn in the T-pose. Just looks really funny. And yes, this is with the fog turned off. This is the normal CCA fog. Yeah, I quite like this quest, honestly. Apart from the weird green fog. Instead of doing streaming and videos, when you thought through, you realise you'd much rather simply game and chat with people. Yeah, I think a lot of people, when they look at streaming, they think it's just a case of just playing a game in front of people, but honestly, it's quite tiring after a while. I mean, after I've done like a 3-hour stream, I'm ready to sort of relax for the rest of the day. Because you need to sort of bear in mind that when you're streaming, you need to keep the conversation going, so you are just talking to people constantly for 3 hours. It takes some getting used to, definitely. I really don't like how small this room is. Makes the black outlines look more pronounced. Yeah, you can definitely notice it, can't you? Like the outlines around the characters. And around the enemies as well. It's almost like a cell shaded effect, actually. Can we get a heal? Oh, we don't actually need one this time. Easier for the very social, challenging for the less social. Yeah, I am incredibly antisocial. Like, in real life, I'm the kind of person where I find it really, really hard to talk to people I don't know. So me doing this just doesn't really make sense, but here we are. I think it sounds weird, but when there's the sort of the disconnect, because you know that it's just people watching you from somewhere else and not actually in the room with you, staring at you. You just make it a bit easier. Well, I hope you're not in my room staring at me anyway. I'd be a bit worried if you were. I really hear that aura that those do. They just drain all of your TP. You've used AI to hack my webcam. It sniggers from behind the door. Imagine getting started streaming is weird since you need to essentially talk to yourself until viewers arrive. Yeah, basically, yeah. So yeah, when you start streaming, you'll probably have no one watching, and you need to talk, because if you don't talk, no one's going to watch you. So, you know, you need to think about it from like a viewer perspective, really. So if you were a viewer going into someone's stream and they were just sat there playing the game, not talking, you're probably not going to stick around. So you need to kind of anticipate that. And you need to basically talk to no one there, so that if someone does come in, they think that you are engaging. It's a really weird mechanic, really. It sounds odd talking about it. Did 2 streams of Fallout New Vegas on Twitch. Talking to no one was okay. I just externalized my internal monologue. I think that's probably the easiest way of doing it, honestly. If you just talk about sort of what you're doing in the game and why you're doing it, that's probably the easiest way to go about it. Seems like a Chentan's getting tons of special weapons here. This is a tiny room. I think this is normally the Gal Griffin boss portal room, isn't it? I think. Looks like it anyway. Personally, wouldn't stream unless you had some content already out on YouTube to bring people in. As good as YouTube live streams are, they still suck for discoverability. Yeah, I think you need to have something on your YouTube channel to actually get people to check your streams out. Feeling that just view bot. Well, no luck, I haven't punched yet. Off topic, but man, I've just been defeated by a half-size Parmo. How the heck to be able to manage full ones? As someone from the home of the Parmo, I can understand why I get defeated by one. For the record, I really don't like them that much. I find them really sickly. But yeah, I couldn't eat a full one. Don't mind if you see me AFK in the lobby. Nah, no worries. Yeah, I don't mind this quest actually. I think it's quite a cool mechanic that you do laps of the area. Ever since you moved up here, you've been obsessed with Parmos. Like, I think there's a slight carb reduction over pizza. Yeah, I would imagine the health benefits of the Parmo are probably vastly overestimated. go further north and have a deep fried Mars bar. As far as I'm concerned, a deep fried Mars bar is a crime against humanity. I'm sorry to any Scottish viewers watching, but I'm sorry. I can't get behind that. They sound horrible. It's almost like they took it as a challenge. Like, how can we make a chocolate bar more unhealthy? Yeah, let's deep fry it. So we are clearly missing something here. Maybe the what points, possibly? Ah, that's not good. Spoken like a true non-trier. I will admit I've never tried one. I've never wanted to try one either. I think my view on that is, what's wrong with just a normal Mars bar? Yeah, or a non-fryer, yeah. On the flip side though, Mars bar ice creams, yeah, I will agree that Mars bar ice creams are amazing. Not sponsored, by the way, but I love those. Deep frying Mars bar sounds like something from the US would do. Yeah, for some reason they're known in Scotland for doing it. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's like a specific part of Scotland, but for some reason someone took it on themselves to deep fry chocolate bars. It's not the conversation I thought I'd be having while playing PSO, but here we are. Ah, got excited there. I thought I might have gone Monkey King bar, but photon drop. I mean, I'll take it, but would have been nice to have a Monkey King bar. The batter takes the edge off. Look up what Italians deep fry sometime. I dread to think. Yeah, we need to do a PB chain so I can get the filer on stream. There we go. That's for all the Fowler fam. There you go. Praise Fowler. Now watch as we all get instant kill by Mericarrols and lose the buff straight away. I do love how me making a mistake on my mag and accidentally giving it Fowler has just become like a meme of the stream now. The ultimate drop. Was it a Justy by any chance? As if by magic, you must have summoned this, because literally as soon as you said it was a Justy, there's another one. So all this quest has done is basically just give us the things that we expect from every Skylight run. So we've got Dragon Slayers and Justies, and that's about it. I love how there's just a full-on conversation in chat now about food. Yeah, you can't say that, base player. We've literally got Banana Head in the stream, in the game. You know, probably doesn't appreciate your slander against bananas. Let's see, you've angered him now. Sorry, Banana Head, I like them. I just got your first double saber, MKB, nice one. MKB is really, really good. And obviously if you upgrade it to a Black King Bar is literally the strongest double saber in the game, so not bad going. Yeah, I quite like that quest. It could do with several more Gigius for SGS, but pretty fun. I do like the lap mechanic in it, how it changes each lap. Oh, it's got hit as well, nice one. You got nothing all run. I got a photon drop and a Justy and a stag cutlery. Probably not worth converting even with 20 hit. I don't know, honestly. I think it would still be decent, I think. It's up to you if you want to farm at MKB with more hit. One day, this guy is going to sell charge Vulcans. I'm level 174, and he's never sold charge Vulcans once. I think it's because I'm Skylight, so I get mechs in the shop less often, but... Nice, stack cutlery with no percentages. Amazing. The Justy can go on the ground because it's only worth 1 team point. I'm still a bit up in the air about whether to make a team on this or not, because I know when I mentioned it last time, some people seemed really into joining a team, but there was some people who didn't really want to leave their old ones. I think for simplicity, I'm just going to name my characters Kilniath Class. Honestly, that's one of the problems I've had as like an NGS creator. So even though I now have my flashy badging in NGS to show that I'm a content creator for NGS, no one really knows who I am because none of my characters are called SectionSkyly. You put it on your guild card. Yeah, I think I put it on my guild card as well. I've got a feeling I didn't go to the lab. I do this every time in episode 2. Every time we do an episode 2 quest. Did I really not send you my guild card? There you go. Like how Skylight is the first member badge, surely you should have to work up to that. So that was my thought. I was originally going to put Skylight as the final badge because, you know, best section ID. But I think it was Deployable I was speaking to, and he said, no, you probably want Skylight as your first badge so that you see more Skylight badges in your chat. The downside is that later on, when more people have been members for longer, there's going to be less and less Skylight. What I might do is for the absolute final badge, I might make like a golden Skylight or something. A nice little rainbow of chair colours. When you receive guild cards, do you also have to send your own or is it automatic? I think you still have to send your own. So yellow bows. I think I've set yellow bows as one. Can't remember which IDs I've done now. I know there's no green hill and there's no blue full. It's just I don't have the badges for them yet. I said it was Deployable that sent me the badges for them. I think yellow bows is one of them. But yeah, I should probably for the last badge I should probably do some like special Skylight one, like a golden Skylight badge or something. Yellow bows best ID. Oof. Nah, for real, it is a really good idea. I like how it just all like surrounded Minsk. That's my punishment for anti-banananess. You green hill and blue full. I'm so sorry. Minsk is on trial, yeah. Yeah, they're just going to come back from being AFK and just wonder, like, why is everyone surrounded at me, staring at me? Yeah, it's a cult. New formal is yellow bows. It's a really, really cool idea, honestly. What should we run next? Were you wanting to run a TTF track for V101? It has booze in it. I mean, technically it's boars, but it's close enough. Yeah, we may have to do 2 parties. It depends if Minsk's back soon as well. 1 green, 1 Vridia. Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. We need to get more red rings as well. Vector got one earlier, so we need more. Give us your money. Yeah, no worries, Jack. So we can do 2 teams of 3. I'm just looking at the composition. So Hunter, 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 Ranger, Ranger. We could probably do with someone being a farce. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll switch over to my force then. Yeah, the backflip log off. I mean, that's how you do it. You do it mid-emote. Why can't you type today? You don't get to play Force because Rudy is so good usually. Yeah, it's a problem when you've got a really strong ID. Everyone just relies on you to use that character. Now we've got Park and Zero as well, cool. So we've got 7 then. So yeah, so we can do 1 run with 4, one run with 3. Try and speak properly. Yeah, so if anyone else is on PSO, if we get 1 more, we can do 2 full parties. Minsk is moving, it's alive. Yeah, so I think if we do 1 Vridia and 1 Green Hill, and then we can just file into the games as we want. I can probably join the game that's got the least people just because I'm forced, so I can at least give decent buffs to the team that has less people. Yeah, so if you want to do Green Hill, that's fine. And then we could just file in. Just gonna be TTF, I think, just to try and get V101 or Red Ring. TTF is a really safe bet to do, honestly. Try not to run it too much, but I think, you know, at least once a stream is fine. Anguish 1. This is the price you pay for joining Minsk game. You have to do it in Anguish. Hi Godspeed, nice hair change. Yeah, I always forget that my force looks identical to Godspeed's, pretty much. If you weren't joking as well, Vector, this is actually my Fornuel. It's just there's a weird coincidence where they have the same hairstyle and the same outfit. Min's taught you the TTF tips and tricks today. Yeah, there's quite a few spawns you can skip if you want to. So once people are filed in, I'll just join one of the games. Oh, when you see Godspeed, you say hi, Sky. I mean, I get why. Right, so let's see. Which one should I join? Well, that makes it very easy because one of them's full. Yeah, so we're the party of 3 then. That works fine, honestly. I love how fast everything loads on Ephinea now. Didn't pick Anguish. Probably for the best. Yeah, I don't mind if you guys want to do sort of rushing through, if you want to kill everything, I really don't mind. Anguish TTF up next. That would just be suffering, honestly. Some of it wouldn't be too bad still. I mean, getting through forest, you could probably do it on lower Anguish. Anguish 1 shouldn't be too bad. Too bad. TTF very hard, you just quickly hoovering up as many drops as you can. That's basically what you do when you first start a new difficulty, you just hoover everything up that you can find. Back, what did you miss? You missed a photon drop, a Justy, and a stag cutlery. Oh, Drac got a Monkey King bar, actually. Yeah, that was the highlight so far. And yeah, we all formed a cult as well to summon Minsk back from AFK. So normal stream really, to be honest. Cult making murder weapons, gotcha. Yeah, basically a typical PSO stream. That explains the photon chair circle. We all know that this is really Minsk's stream. Skyly is just the spokesmodel. What's that? You want me to keep going? Might be true. It's all part of the grand plan to take over the stream. You joined the stream late, the viewership tripled. That's what it is, you see, but they were just waiting for you to arrive. Yeah, no one cares about watching me, they're just waiting for you to show up. You like the last look back to see if there's a mill lily. You're not wrong. To be fair though, it's not purple num, so it wouldn't have dropped a Psycho Wand anywhere, so I don't know why I bothered looking. I was laughing on one of the deployable streams. I don't think it was the last one, I think it was one before where they were running TTF and a mill lily spawned and I don't even realise one spawned. Oh, time to pretend to be useful. Asking for a friend, but is Prophets of Mortar worth it? Is it even a rare worth hunting? It does give you some boost. I may be wrong, but I think it boosts your Ratex by a certain amount. Essentially, I think it's like an alternative you can use to Psycho Wand. The downside is it's also stupidly hard to get, and Psycho Wand boosts by more, I think. It's not a bad weapon by any means, but it is incredibly hard to find. How does it feel being part of the chat on Deployable Stream? It's kind of interesting actually joining a chat as a streamer and seeing sort of the other side of things. Prophets of Mortar is 20%, Psycho Wand's 30. Yeah, so I mean Psycho Wand is a lot better. You get the bigger boost, you also get the obviously reduction to your TP cost as well. At the cost of health, obviously. Psycho Wand is a much better weapon, but I mean Prophets of Mortar is still good. It's just that for how rare it is, at that point you may as well just be hunting a Psycho Wand. Hey, Van Stollen. Well, that's not good. You just got last one and Master Raven. Hope your surge is going well today. So, all I found so far is a Justy, a Stag Cutlery, and a single Photon drop. We did get a Monkey King bar drop for someone in the party, but my particular rares have not gone well so far. Glad to hear you got the two guns though. Are you planning on making the dual bird? That's actually really funny. So someone in my Discord posted earlier that someone called Ultimacia found a red ring, and now someone called Squalls just found one. He couldn't make it up. Did they steal our red ring? Hopefully not. Are you not going to make dual bird? Man, to be honest, I mean, I don't know how good Master Raven is because I don't have a male character to use one. But I know that last one is really, really decent. I'm prepping for the final battle. Squall's been doing TTF all day. Yeah, Red Ring Ultimacy versus Red Ring Squall. You just need to do a 12-hour stream, that'll get the red ring. I mean, I probably would be able to get a red ring if I streamed for that long. I could not stream for 12 hours, not even close to it. Yeah, 12 hours of nothing but TDF. I have no idea how you type that, Minsk. Does anyone actually play battle mode, by the way? Is it any fun? Battle mode is pretty fun. No one really does it. There's just not much reason to do it. I mean, it's just purely to mess around. But yeah, me and Minsk have done it a little bit, and it's all right for what it is. Three large gorillas and tiny tricycles. Since you said that, I can't unsee it now. I like how Drac went for an entire episode 2 quest and didn't use any fluids. I've used like nearly half my fluids already. You still get drops, rewards, or anything from battle mode. Depends what you do with it. So with battle mode, you can go down to Ragdoll and just run through an area. The difference is that you can actually still hurt each other. But yeah, I suppose if you run through Ragdoll in battle mode, I think you can still get drops. But there is actually a battle mode where you do specific maps as well. In that you don't really get drops. The way that works is you tend to have like rules for the battle. So the one that me and Minsk did, yeah, the one that me and Minsk did was basically where we started at level 1 and you just start to run around with no gear. And now and again there'd be some boxes that would spawn that would have gear in them. Yeah, forces need to stay hydrated. Battle mode spaceship has some mega hard Del Sabers. The one that me and Mince did, I don't know if it was an Ephinea exclusive thing, but the one that we did, it didn't have any Del Sabers. It had, there was Vulmas and Hildelts that moved like anguish speed. I do remember on GameCube that there was Del Sabers in the map. Fortnite copy PSO. And I suppose I should probably just do the once a stream reminder that if you are enjoying the stream or anything, feel free to like or subscribe to the channel. We are almost getting close to 1,000 subs, so any support is appreciated. Yeah, I'll just boost. Yeah, and like I said, at 1,000 subs, I will play through PS0. It probably won't be straight away because we do want to. I am doing the PSP2 playthrough as well, but I will try and do it within a few. That was the closest boost combo. Yeah, so it won't be straight away, but I will try and do it sort of within a few months of hitting 1,000 subs. I'm really excited for it actually because I've never played PS0 at all. So I've got no idea what to expect. All I know is that it's set on Coral. Oh, no worries, Chentan. That stealth suit really does blend in really well. Like when you stand still, I could barely see Minsk at all. Probably the only character I've got that still gets knocked over by these. I just want to see how someone with so much love for PSO reacts to Zero. Maybe he'll love it, maybe he'll say it's a DS-based abomination. I know PS0 tends to get a lot of love. So I'd be surprised if I hate it. My brother did actually have PS0 because he had a DS to play it on. I just never got around to playing it. You will miss the hotbar because Sega decided not to do anything with the touchscreen. That seems really odd for a DS game. You would think the obvious thing to do would be to use the touchscreen on a DS. That was very quick. I'm quite excited for it. I think I'd probably go with the Honeywell just because it's what I've always played as my main, so I'm kind of curious to see how it works in PS0. Oh, the touchscreen's for the chat. Yeah, not a whole lot I can do about that. At least I get knocked over by those, though. Funnily enough, there's item and equipment shortcuts, but not techniques. Imagine forces have a hard time with just 6 slots. And now one of the few fights where I'll actually use for you. Twelfth time you've gotten a photon drop from a Belra instead of a Heavenly Arm, so oof, sorry to hear that. Oh, certain texts in PS0 are charge texts. That's interesting. Obviously, I'm used to that from things like PSO 2, but it's interesting that that's in PS0 as well. Please do not steal my soul. Thank you. All attacks and text charge. Okay. Yeah, keep at advanced still in. I'm sure you'll get it if you keep going. I know how annoying it is when you get PD'd on something you're hunting though. If it's any consolation, when I was hunting SGS on GameCube, I think I got PD'd about... It was at least 15 times. Please do not steal my soul. It's not looking promising for the red ring. Would you believe it didn't drop red ring? It did give me a dye fluid though, so obviously sympathise with the amount of money I was spending on fluids. You got PD'd on faults. Oof. I remember seeing something on, I think it was on the Ephinea Discord, where someone got PD'd from a Mill Lily on Purple Num. It's like, it's actually rarer to get a photon drop from Mill Lily than it is to get a Psycho Wand. Treasure that dye fluid. I can't even pick it up, but because Falt scared me it, I'll pick it up. Yunk is on day 23. I mean, it's something. It's certainly not a red ring. Flu can have a special place in the bank. Or more likely to get used immediately on the next run. You got a trap vision as a caster. Here I was just happy to be a part of the Nice Claw team. What an introduction to Sentinel Control. I mean, to even see a drop that rare, like, is pretty privileged, honestly, in PSO. It doesn't happen very often. That would ask, you've been trying to install add-ons and it says it can't. I'm trying to remember if there's anything specific I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just copy-pasted it into the add-on folder. Does it say why it's not letting you, or...? Just getting you watching in, don't do anything ban-worthy now, chat. Distributable is out of date, it says, but you have the latest. That's really, really weird. Yeah, normally you just drag and drop them into the add-on folder and it just works. You got a stag cutlery for team points if you're making a team. I would like to make one, it's just that I know some people don't really want to leave their old teams, which I totally get because obviously losing access to POD and losing access to dressing room and so on really sucks. Should you uninstall the distributable and reinstall? You can always try it and see if it works. I'm really not sure though, honestly. I've never heard of that happening, honestly. Surprised I'm not using the F3 UI, it's really nice. So I like the F3 UI, but I don't know, for me, I think because I grew up with GameCube, I'm used to this UI. Because, you know, the health gauge and everything looks exactly the same as GameCube, so it's kind of nostalgic for me, so that's probably why I stick with it. If you make a team, we'll gain access to them in no time, sure, with all the stag cutleries to donate. Somehow all got different IDs, even after the character change. We have a really, really good spread of IDs now, which is really good. And yeah, no worries, Chentan. I appreciate that, you know, some people are probably in teams that they've probably got like long-time friends in, and I do not expect anyone to leave teams like that. And the thing is, the way the game works anyway, you can still run Point of Disaster as long as everyone is in a team that's unlocked it. So it's not a big deal, really. Yeah, it's something we'll have to discuss it on the Discord. I think I say that every week, but yeah, we do need to discuss it to see if it's actually something people want to do. So I probably have time, I think, for maybe like one more shorter run. PGF to finish. I mean, I wouldn't really say Respective Tomorrow is a shorter run, but yeah, the problem is the RBR quests this week are just not brilliant, really. It kind of sucks that, like, Respective Tomorrow is the fastest way to get to Olgaflow and it still takes forever. You join a team for sure. Yeah, it might be something I have to set up. I mean, we could potentially do a respective tomorrow run. I'm just conscious it takes a while, that's all. You kind of need one. Horse Pep Lab 2. Yeah, no worries. As a teamless individual, I need a home. Yeah, maybe we'll set one up. I'm just like picking up all the waifs and strays on Ephinea. We need a Fowler family. I've almost unlocked the team flag. Yeah, I think a lot of the things aren't too bad to unlock, honestly. It probably just needs people to just grind fake and yellow or just find some stag cutleries for a while. Waves and strays need homes too. Yeah, Van, I hope you got sorted out with the distributable. I'm really not sure what would be causing that. For me, it just works straight away. I hope you get it sorted because the particular add-ons like the item reader are really, really useful. Alright, doing blue full instead, fair enough. Yeah, so if anyone wants to join blue full respective tomorrow, Drax is setting the run up now. I do need to jump in because otherwise you're not watching anything. Looked at the actual texture packs on the wiki the other day and you were like, but it's not PSO. Yeah, I mean, there's some texture packs that really change how the game looks. I know there's ones that do things like changing forest to a snow map. And while they do look interesting, I'm kind of with you. I kind of feel like the game should look how it does. Alright, who's going to be the fourth? Snow Forest for Ultimate Silver Dragon. I mean, yeah, I guess thematically that does work. I said it's just playable in one of our videos that I never really understood why the Silver Dragon's in a snowy map that has no real correlation to the rest of the forest, but... Yeah, how did they fit the entire Arctic Circle into the dome? That's kind of the problem I've got with it. It just doesn't make sense. I guess at that point they were just going for, it's different, it looks cool. Yeah, good point. Yeah, we've got Aya and Ayanami. Aya was actually one of my friends' characters' names from years ago. Back from like, at least from PSU, maybe even PSO. And I needed a good section ID for a phone you well. And I worked out as the ID I wanted. So he kind of let me use the name. Yeah, so Vector's just set another lobby up, so anyone that's still on or wants to log on, Vector's set up a RT lobby for yellow balls. So if you want a 308 for Flowers or PGF, that is the one to join. Full mile is called Telly for the yellow balls. Honestly, it's one of the worst things in PSO, just trying to figure out a character name that works with the section ID that you want. At least on Ephinea, you can change your name after you've made them. Telly after Telecaster, favorite guitar. That makes total sense, actually. Yeah, mod sec ID is a powerful tool. So you can change your section ID, that's one way of doing it, but the downside with that is that you can only do it once before level 20. Whereas there is actually a way to just change your character name as well. So for that, you would just make a character with any name to get the section ID you want, and then just change your character name. No way changing yesterday's name. Caster works because she's a force. That only just dawned on me now. So Vector's at 3 out of 4, so if there's one more person who wants to play, by all means jump into Vector's run. I'm assuming the password is probably stream if there's a password on it. Only the real ID for yesterday is purple. So did you change your section ID then? You did? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's the same for my Uniworld. So my Uniworld is Viridia, a standard. But I'd already done Viridia on Sega servers and got a level 200, so I wanted something different. So I changed it to Skyly. Although I haven't said that, since I do something different, I've already had several Skylys to Ultimate, so it's not really anything different. Oh, we've got a banner. Table, several spaces. So on Heaven Punisher. Faint Sinnerspiggle? Yep, so that's a Skyline drop. They still allow a Heaven Punisher drop. Remember a friend trying to convince you that those yellow mini rays drop rare weapons? It's all the conspiracy theories about PSO. No, back when I played, like the main sort of theories were about how to unseal the J sword, because for a while no one really knew how to unseal it. Yeah, yellow is a really strong ID. It's underrated in my opinion. See some guitar chat in the chat there. I have total respect for anyone who can play a musical instrument. I have tried several, and I am hopeless at anything to do anything musical. I try keyboard. I can't play anything really. I tried bass guitar. Can't play that. I've sort of given up that I just don't have musical talent whatsoever. Did I try the kazoo? No, I have not tried a kazoo. The triangle now. The triangle I might be able to play. It's probably the limit of what I can play musically, but I think I just about manage a triangle. Maybe even a tambourine. I might be pushing it though. But certainly anything that requires any skill, no. The main problem I had when I was learning keyboard was I could play, like, when you start out and you start with one hand, it's like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. But then when you bring the second hand in, my brain just turned to mush and I just couldn't do it. What got me into music was using an EJ software at school to make 90s Eurodance tracks. Yeah, all I remember from like my music lessons at school was, again, like now and again you would get, you know, the chance to actually use the keyboard, because it seemed like most of your music lessons weren't actually doing anything musical. Just now and again you got to use a keyboard, and all I remember from that was learning how to play the Mortal Kombat movie theme. That was it. That wasn't something we were taught, it was just something we decided to figure out. And it's about the only thing I can play on keyboard now. Another blue gorilla. Try to uninstall and reinstall and it just crashes. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that then. This might sound obvious, but do you have like administrator permissions on your PC? So that's the only thing I'm thinking of, but I don't know why it would have any problem with the distributable. Maybe worth posting on the Ephinea Discord or on the website and just see if there's anyone that has the same problem. Yeah, Cannon Rouge just demolishes that boss. Yeah, I hope you get that sorted, Van. The Gold Dragon track is a nightmare to re-record. actually use a bit of Megid here, which is nice. And then you get like this where you use Megid several times on one enemy and it does nothing. I don't really like Megid, I feel it's far too unreliable. I'd rather just have a hell weapon instead. You like Megid in PS0? Is it different? Megid's a really weird tech in Phantasy Star. They seem to change it every game. So I know in PSU, for example, it does damage, but it has a chance of instant killing you. Where in PSO, it's just either instant kills or does nothing. Beaches being full of flies and wasps is very UK. Yeah, weapon with unreduced hell, SGS, yeah, exactly. There are several easier unreduced hell weapons to get though. But yes, SGS does have unreduced hell. Just poison damage, the charge is a gravity well. Okay. So is there no chance of instant kill? I mean, it wouldn't be the only PS game like that. I know there are other PS games where Megid doesn't instant kill. Like, for example, NGS. It's doing poison damage. That sounds similar to, I think it was PSO2, I think. I'm sure in PSO2 it could inflict a status that did damage over time. It has been a long time since I played PSO2 base though. I know Deployable was on about potentially playing it. I'd be really interested in seeing that and seeing what he makes of it, to be honest. Instant kill is a different element on a weapon. Heaven. Okay. We totally forgot to go in the Sinnoh room, didn't we? Yeah. I think Drax just soloed that. I always forget about that room. But yeah, genuinely though, I am really interested in playing PS0. Just as someone who's never experienced it before. I'm particularly interested in it because it is connected to PSO. I think if I'd have known that it was connected to PSO years ago, I probably would have played it then. And that is an alive Aku with 50 native. Well, 40 untacked. Still love PSO2 Classic. Forest Track blending with PSO 1's Forest Track is amazing. Yeah, I have mixed opinions of PSO2 Classic, honestly. I enjoyed my time with it enough, but it's certainly not one of my favourite PS games. But how alive is Aku? What even is Aku? I almost made the fatal error there of casting Gelin on him. People would not have appreciated that. Yeah, I love this track. It's such a good theme. Thanks, Gal. Yeah, Gizonde and Cannon Rouge just kind of shreds him, really. Why no gelling on Gal? So, basically, when he does his galloping attack, if you gel on him, you quite often won't get knocked over by it, and it'll just hit you continuously and it pretty much instant kills you. It's a weird thing with PSO where sometimes using gelling is a bad idea. The other main one I can think of is with Sinnohs. So if you gel in Sinnohs, quite often they won't knock you over with their attacks and they'll just combo you to death. It sounds stupid, doesn't it? Because you'd think using gelling to reduce their attack will be a good idea. And for most enemies, it's fine. But there's just certain enemies it just doesn't interact with well. It's mainly for the Sinnohs, for Galgriffin. There might be a couple of others as well. I can't think of offhand. But yeah, just to be really careful what you're gelling in Ultimate. These Sinnohs are okay because these don't tend to combo you. They tend to do a couple of hits and then move away from you. It's like leveling up in PSO. The higher you level, the more deadly things are. Yeah, that's actually true. Must be one of the only games where, like, as you level up, some things get harder. I really hate these guys. Hiya, Passion Flame. But yeah, generally don't worry about casting gelling if you are a force. You know, because honestly, I think a lot of people don't know about that interaction anywhere. But I would just say that if you are running a force, just try not to use gelling on Gal or on Sinnoh, particularly Sinnoh Blues and Sinnoh Reds. Seabed, death and narrow halls galore. Basically Seabed in a nutshell, yeah. I'm gonna reinstall the whole game and see if that changes things. Yeah, hopefully it fixes for you. Health and safety violating chainsaws in the corridors. Yeah, I do wonder who signed that off, really. Health and safety inspectors would not be pleased. Yeah, so can you explain why you've installed these huge crushing pillars directly over the doorways? Well, we didn't think it'd be a problem, really. Doesn't matter if the game is installed outside of the user folder. So mine's installed in the user folder. I don't think it should make a difference where you install it. I know mine is definitely in the default user folder though. You'd expect at least a mind your head sign somewhere. Yeah, the Pioneer 2 inspection team seeing the blades. Looks fine to me. How's the last short run going? Not particularly short. You'd be surprised to hear. Yeah, we've so far completely failed to get our SGS or Heaven Punisher. So next thing is Android Ring as well. So next thing is to get a PGF, you know? Oh, that fixed it, really? Hi, Ether. I always feel bad when people come in right near the end of the stream, but I suppose the VOD will be up as well, so if you want to see us completely fail to get an SGS, then go back and watch that. Oh, so you just reinstalled the game? Okay. Good to know if I ever have that problem. I mean, I would say, I know we've been talking about the health and safety of Seabed, but I would think that having Berserk guard robots is probably more of a problem than the chainsaws in the walls, to be honest. That might be an issue. That is one way to die. Okay, maybe the chainsaws in the walls are a bad idea. The guard robots probably won't berserk till flowering. Yeah, possibly. They have deniability. Yeah, I'll just boost. I see that someone's done Fowler. I'm so proud. Infected machines everywhere, and no one from the government has the guts to fix them. Alright, fun time. Need a group to chat and play with. Been doing the same handful of quests since you started. So yeah, we do have a Discord, Ether, if you're not on it already. I don't know if Baseplayer can drop the link for it again. We do have quite a few people on there who play this quite regularly, so and I play it off stream as well. So I'm always happy to help out with things. God, I love Overflow. It's such a good fight, man. I probably want to switch that to fire. Or to fire. Genuinely can't remember what this guy's weak to. Yeah, cheers for that, base player. Can you please not spam the Dark Meteor attack, because that's really annoying. Yeah, so feel free to join that Discord, Ether. You don't need to be a member or anything to join it. We also have people who play other games as well, so we've got some people who play Monster Hunter as well. But yeah, if you're looking for parties or anything, just feel free to join that. I'm sure someone will always want to play with you. Yeah, we're kind of diehards trying to keep this game alive. Trying to share it more frequently. Yeah, no worries. I mean, just drop it every so often on stream. That's fine. I would do it myself, but trying to do it while I'm fighting Overflow is probably not the best idea. You just spam it every 5 minutes. That was incredibly quick. He literally didn't do anything. He stepped forward once and then died. Oh, that... I was kind of thinking that might have been a banner there. I don't know when the banner appears for PGF. Yeah, I feel like I missed that. I feel like the first phase lasted longer than the second. It's a really weird fight, Olgafloor, honestly. Like, sometimes it's horrendous and everyone just dies, and then sometimes you kill them in like 2 seconds. There's like no in between. I see no PGF. Yeah, that banner ruined me. I genuinely thought someone had found PGF. So he gave me a diamond, so he didn't even give me a fluid. At least they're not playing on a shack. That's where I play, and it's a ghost zone. Have you ever thought about switching over to Ephinea? I'm not trying to plug Ephinea or anything. It's a really populated server. I think there's about 250 people on when I logged on today. Yeah, the timing on that banner was awful. I really thought one of us had found PGF. I also used to play on that server as well, and when they lost everyone's character data, I very quickly stopped playing. I just don't trust that server at all now. Even if they've got new management and everything, it might be absolutely fine now, but I just do not trust them with character data now. I think everyone used to play on that server originally. I think as well, though, you know, for GameCube as well, that was one of the biggest servers for GameCube back in the day as well, so a lot of people are really familiar with it. Started on Shack, feel like Ephinea is better. Ephinea, I love it because it's very similar to the actual Sega servers. A few little differences, but not much. And it's got a really solid player base. And a really active Discord as well. I think a lot of people did jump from Shack to Ephinea, yeah. Quite a few probably went to Ultima as well, I imagine, because I know Ultima had quite a good player base as well. I don't know if that's still the same. One day he will take this weapon properly. You just give me the same result every time. There we go. 50 native on a rod. What a waste. You've had a lot of trouble with techers lately. They changed how the techers work on Ephinea recently, so they made it more like the old official servers were. But then they realised it was a bit too harsh, so they've kind of rolled it back to a halfway house. But I find it a lot more annoying to tech now. It's a good smacking rod or something. Yeah, if only rod melee was any good. Still no charge Vulcans in the shop. Rip. Shout out to Miyuki for being the resident Pounce member. Yeah, I think you always get pounced by Mew as soon as you join Ephinea. Yeah, so I think that'll probably do it for today's stream, I think. We've a really decent one today. Not bad for drops. We've got, at least Drac got a Monkey King bar. And we got screwed out of a PGF drop. And someone stole our Heaven Punisher drop. But yeah, pretty good stream overall. Be interested to see how people like the Monster Hunter as well. As I say, if you do want to see more Monster Hunter content, whether that's videos or more streams, feel free to let me know on Discord as well. I'm more than happy to do more Monster Hunter content, particularly with Wilds next year. No worries, Ether. There'll be the full VOD of it up anyway. We normally go live at 6:30 British Standard Time. So it's GMT +1, I believe it is. It's always on a Sunday. No worries. So yeah, I'll end the stream there for today. So just as a reminder, we've got the next PSP2 video going up, which will go live to members probably very late on Monday. And then it'll go live to everyone else on the Wednesday. And then there'll be another PSO video going live. That will be on next Sunday, just before the stream. And a PSO video has just gone live earlier today as well. So yeah, I'll end this one there for today. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider liking and subscribing and join as a member if you want to. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next stream. See you guys.